left.
Well, honey, you told him to.
But he's not supposed to do it. He's supposed to change the way he feels and then do what I want. What the f is wrong with men?
Okay, listen, I've confirmed it. My husband no longer cares about me. Okay, so this morning when I woke up in a really bad mood. Okay, I don't know why I woke up in a bad mood, but I was just in a bad mood. And I wanted to talk to him about it. I really did. So when he asked me the first time, he said, "What's wrong with you? You're acting like you're in a bad mood or something." I said, "No, I'm fine." Okay, so then he asks again. He was like, "No, I can tell something's wrong with you. What's going on? Is there something wrong?" And I said, "No, I'm fine." And then he never asked me again. He never asked again. And what hurts the most is that I was going to tell him on that third time. I was going to tell him the third time that he asked. Did not persist with the questions. He asked twice and he let it go. Who does that? Who does that? I'll tell you who does that. Somebody who doesn't care about their wife. That's who does that. Somebody who's probably cheating on her. Somebody who is preoccupied talking to somebody else all day. He hasn't even texted me today to ask me what was wrong. He hasn't, because he hasn't thought twice about it. He has not let it consume his thoughts. It's been consuming mine. I've been unwell all day.
A lot of men don't realize, and women will vouch for me, we don't actually say what we mean. We say what we feel. Mic drop.
That's a very difficult thing for a lot of guys to comprehend, because we hear what you say and then we think that's what you mean. Because men speak and think in terms of logic. And if you say something, we assume that's probably what you mean. But what you're saying is that often you might say something that you feel which isn't actually what you mean.
Yes.
Men cannot read between the lines. You need to realize that. For Valentine's Day, he blatantly asks me, "What do you want to do?" And I tell him, "No, babe, I just want to stay home and, watch a movie with you. Nothing crazy. Let's not spend money, yada, yada, yada. I don't want nothing." He goes, "You don't want nothing?" I don't want nothing. What happened? He came home with nothing. He picks me up from work. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, he's at least going to have flowers for me in the car. Mind you, I don't give a shit about flowers, but it's just like the gesture, right? First, I thought he was going to send me flowers to my job. Okay. I'm waiting. All these other girls are getting flowers. I get nothing.
Yo, that's the most disappointing part.
No, I think it's all right, because when I get downstairs, when he picks me up, he's gonna surprise me with flowers. I get downstairs, nothing. I'm like, my blood is starting to boil now. I get home, nothing. Then I see that he goes to sleep. I'm like, yo, are we really not gonna do nothing? And he's looking at me like, you said you didn't want to do anything. I'm like, yo, men are really just that dumb. He's like, this isn't like a Disney movie. Like, and it's true. Ladies, if you want something, speak up. Yes, I want flowers. When in the day, I don't know. You figure it out. But I do want something to you. Figure it out. I want something.
Women will say all kinds of stuff that's completely disconnected from reality. For example, a woman will say,
"I want a man that's vulnerable, that just opens up to me."
The second a man unbirds himself on a woman, she loses respect and attraction for him. Or a woman will say,
"No, all I want is a nice guy. I want a guy that just treats me like a princess and takes care of me and is a really good guy."
The second they get the nice guy, they drop him for the dirtbag.